Again. Hello. Let's see here. Just grabbing some reference. Okay. I'm gonna work on the last Astacast, and then if I have time, probably work on, I don't know, maybe Black Circus. But I've been doing alright. Happy Wednesday to you too. Alright, so now we're doing this. Hope you guys are doing alright. Ah, look who's in Thursday, Mr. Future Man. Astacast. Yeah, Laura is bottom heavy. Yes, yes, I am. Yep, this is the last one. And then I'll be shifting to doing more like slice of life stuff, so that way it can be a little bit more canon-based pictures of characters just doing stuff. I would say it's a little bit of column A, column B for why Alara is bottom heavy. Guess what, Becky Butt? Oh. Hey, Michi. I'm surprised you're here. I was like gonna look and then look at the name and like, oh wait. Hope you're having a good day. Yeah, Marcy would have most likely looked more like her mom if it wasn't for Skylar. I knew Ghostface was going to be in the game, but I haven't seen his trailer yet, so I'll check it out if it's out already. Oh, Jesus. Robo the Dark Hero, thank you for the raid. Dark Hero reminds me of Guyver. I should watch that again, that's a good movie. Give her the fluffy cheeks. I'm doing alright. Just working on my last Astacast before I move on to like more slice of life type of artwork. Yes, enjoy the raid cookies. Can any of the fruit casts handle I would have to look to see. But I'm pretty sure the Fruitcast can because they're all demigods. So unless it's like a weapon designed to kill gods, I don't think they'd have too much of an issue. Floating bread. Yes, welcome to Bible Studies. Pinhead would be interesting, but I don't know what he would do because they don't fight. Unless he's like a trap character. The sandwich that could kill a god. Bust out the Brood Witch. The Brood Witch. No, this is not Tiffany. Yeah, you'll figure it out. We love Chunk. I would have to see Terradrome because it's been a while since I've seen that game. But isn't Terradrome a fan game? I don't know. It's probably official. It's been a long ass time since I've seen it. So I could be wrong. Because if it's a fan game, then it doesn't really matter because they could just make whatever work. Yeah, see, if it's a fan game, then you can just do whatever. But if you're trying to like stick to how the character would actually function, then Pinhead doesn't actually fight. Fam Andy, well, you're close. Yes, Andy's mom. Marcy at the county fair. But yeah, like I could see Pinhead being more of a trap-based character, or maybe like the other. I forgot what their species is called, but the other ones could probably be summoned or something. It's somethingites. I forget. And I looked this up like not that long ago too, but it completely escapes me. Yes, there you go. Cenobites. But I mean, who knows? Like, if they are actually able to fight, then, you know, then you can just do whatever at that point. I mean, if we can get characters like, well, Game & Watch is actually easy. I was about to say, I was like, well, if we can get Game & Watch to like, well, no, that's something that's doable. If we can get like Duck Hunt Duo to fight, then pretty much anything is possible. Or Phoenix Wright. Someone left the pig. Oh, Jesus. Okay, so how do I want her hair? Do. Ace Attorney mentioned I missed something. Yeah, karma can be a bitch sometimes. I could see Becky's mom calling her Karma, but more of an insult, really. But that would be like a really heavy conversation if that were to come up. Okay. She's not going to be too hefty. I could give Andy a sister. There's like no real reason why you can't have a sister. Probably be like an older sister or something. But nah, I think I'll just leave him as a only child. Yeah, Andy takes after his mom. Me and my lizard brain going bigger. Yeah. So I like to at least try to be logical with it all. It's like, where is this character? I don't know, they live over here. Or how come their children looks like this? I don't know, this is because I wanted to design them that way. It's like, sure, I could have made Marcy and Skylar's kids just look more like them and leave it at that, but I was like, nah, I want to mix it up. Stop hitting burnout. I can see Bobby doing that. He'd be like, yo, Andy, your mom's hot. He's like, damn it, Bobby. Yeah, Alara is just like really smart, but like she's not challenged, and so she kind of just lounges around. And she's like more likely to like shark people. So like if she can make some money doing stupid shit for idiot people, then she'll just do that. Like if she were to be like a online person and like do people's homework for like a certain amount of money. How do I do this? Because like that's pretty much what she was doing in school. She was just doing people's homework for money. Or selling sodas or something, I don't know. Whatever entrepreneur scenario she'd put herself in. I guess the best way to get out of burnout is to find something to challenge yourself, or like give yourself a goal that would require more effort. Yeah, Laura could probably be a tutor, but she probably wouldn't want to deal with with people though. She wouldn't want to like feel like she's wasting her time. Let's tilt this a bit. I could probably move her over, but I'm probably gonna just have bits of her kid going out of the scene. We'll see how I feel later, because I can always fix it. Now, in terms of food, Alara is more of a bacon person. So she'll like make some bacon and just sneak it in classes and stuff like that. So that's probably a reason why she's bottom heavy. Because she eats a lot of bacon. Let's see. Actually, let's change that just a bit. Adjust that. Yeah, like I could see like Alara just going through a bunch of different phases as she's gotten older, so so there's a chance that she's probably done drugs here and there. But then decided like, this isn't for me, and decided to quit, so found something else to get addicted to, so she likes bacon. And then sure enough, because her father is a chef and also cooks a shit ton of food at home, it's not like they're going to be missing bacon anytime soon. Especially if her father makes candied bacon, and that's even better. But yeah, let's just say the bacon filled her out pretty well, so she has been hit on a few times. And she's had a couple of boyfriends. None really stuck. They didn't feed her enough. What BS with FA are you going through? Or what's FA doing now? do. Say Andy's mom isn't like too chunky, but just enough. Oh, really? Best I can say is make sure to tag your stuff properly. Make sure to mark things as mature or adult. I guess follow their rules, even if some of them are kind of dumb because of previous uses of the site. And I don't know, that's about all I got, really. Yeah, I could see that. I could also see, like, Marcy wanting to have, like, a girls' day. So, like, say Marcel comes to visit, they can all go out and just have, like, a girls' day. The belly a bit more. Don't like how it looks. I would have to see what exactly was the situation. I'd have to see it. But trust me, I know FA has weird ass rules, especially when I got in trouble with them twice. So now I'm just doing whatever I can to make sure I'm on their good graces. Yeah, you have a point. Shrink it down a bit. Bring this up a bit. Give her a bit of a booty. Yeah, after I'm done with the current chapter for Black Circus and Secrets, I want to take some time to work on some character art before I work on another comic. Well, I definitely want to get more of the adopted characters that I have their artwork drawn. Then like more characters that don't have artwork that I've made, whether it be in the past or like modern. So probably like Andy's parents and Marcel and Alara. Characters like that. Oh, I have not saved this entire time? I should probably save. How long have I been drawing? Almost over a half hour. So let's make her legs like this and I'll put her in a skirt. Don't want to really give her a long dress. I want to say Andy's mom is a little bit more on the ditzy side. Yeah, if you only have one profile on if you only post your stuff on one website, it's nowadays it's definitely a better idea to just go to as many art sites as you can. I would say preferably just the ones with a little bit more traffic. So like DeviantArt, Ink Bunny, and whatever else you can find. Even Twitter is fine. And just just establish yourself. Like you don't have to like go crazy if you're not like going super hard on it in the first place, but just to have more of a presence. Because again, it's like the saying goes, it's like don't put all of your eggs in one basket type of thing. And like let's just say hypothetically all of the art sites were to go down. If you've established like a following in some way, then have like a pre-exist, like if you already have like Discord and stuff like that, it'd be helpful to like have your fans somewhere that you can still post your stuff, and if you can manage that in a more financial way, then you can do that too. It's more just planning ahead. Like for all we know, nothing will happen, but it's better to have it than not. Big hard head empty. Yep, exactly. Not that Andy's dad is complaining. Although I won't say she's like dumb, but definitely like not the sharpest tech. And she's pretty easy to please type of thing, where it's like, you know, get her like a small gift for whatever occasion, she'll be all bubbly about it. Yes, Andy's mom does have it going on. Like, if I were to do like a small slice of life comic or something with Andy's dad, he'll probably like kind of talk shit on her, but not really. He'd be like, "Eh, she's not the sharpest tech, but she's got a heart." And then he like points to her as she's bending over to get something, and sure enough, he's like, "Oh yes, a very big heart." As he sips a cold one. Yeah, I mean, Twitter basically became Tumblr, because when Tumblr said, hey, we don't want mature content, then everybody fled to Twitter. And then Tumblr was like, oh shit, never mind. And even though you can technically post mature artwork on Twitter again, they never recovered from the loss of traffic. Or maybe they have, I don't know, I haven't looked at them in forever, ever since. And it's funny because OnlyFans almost did the same shit. And they immediately backpedaled. It's like, oh hey, we found a company that will allow us to do mature content. It's like, oh, so it wasn't difficult for you guys to do that. Huh, funny. Funny how that is. Yeah, Blue Sky is pretty good as long as you just properly mark your stuff. I need to post more on Blue Sky. I haven't posted there in a while. I need to make a routine to just go through the motions and post something on Blue Sky. Like, I don't have a lot of stuff posted on Blue Sky, but I do try to at least keep it as update to the current stuff that I've been doing. Honestly, if you're having trouble keeping track of passwords, literally just write it down on a notebook or a small notebook or something. Like, it's not hard. And if it's on a notebook, that means it's not on your computer, so no one can, like, take it or whatever. Make sure to label the websites and whatever password you give it. You don't even have to save your passwords on your computer. Yeah, like, honestly, most websites can have mature content. They just need to just say, hey, mark your shit and properly tag it. Like, that's it. It's not like it's a fucking mind game here. And eventually, whatever advertisers want to advertise on those sites, they're going to, because if the sites are popular enough and get enough traffic, they're not going to be stupid and miss out on all that potential customers and money. So they're going to wise up. And let's fix that. And again, the same thing is with YouTube. When the whole adpocalypse thing happened, YouTube should not have caved to the advertisers, but they got scared. So that was their first mistake, was bending over backwards for advertisers. Don't know if they'll do that again. It's possible, depends on how hard advertisers and whatever the situation is goes. Yeah, like I said, just you decide what you want to do. And ultimately just depends on, you know, how much are you putting into posting on sites to begin with. Because if you're not like going crazy over it, or you're not like making it a big thing, then no need to stress yourself out about it. It's possible. Have to see what happens with YouTube, assuming another situation like that comes up, which might be the case if they don't hammer down on the bot situation. Assuming they even can. Because it's almost impossible to do. Yeah, exactly. Anyway, back to Andy's hot mom. Anyway. Give her like a t-shirt. Let's move this bigger. His arms are kind of small. This are fine anyway. Andy's mom is the type who will walk out in her underwear while he has friends over. Yeah, at this rate I'm gonna have to make a mom set, which is all of the mom characters that I have so far. Proceeds to befriend Andy. Well, she doesn't do it because his friends are over. She just does it because she does it. She's not thinking about his friends when she's doing it. So it's technically on accident, but you know. Big MILF's fetish. Oh yeah, that's not a secret at all. Way too many hot mom characters. Oh yeah, I could totally see Andy's mom being a very light drinker. Or lightweight. And then Andy's dad would be like, "Don't worry, son, I got her." Just picks her up and lifts her back to the bedroom or something. And he's just sitting there going like, I don't know if this was a good thing or a bad thing. Especially if he has like friends over, he's just be like, Jesus Christ, please don't fuck. Start getting this a little. They need to bring back Goof Troop. Like, not even a reboot, just bring back the original show. Luckily I have the episodes, so I don't have to wait. And I also know websites that have the episodes, so that is not a problem for me. If I feel like watching it, I can. Hell yeah, SWAT Cats would be the shit. Fuck it, let's just get for a butt push. Alright, that's pretty much it. Not much extra needs to happen with her. Put her on a different layer in case I need to shrink it down. Honestly, I like the mystery of not knowing who Goofy's wife is. Like, it doesn't hurt if they did tell, but I like the mystery behind it. And also, like, not knowing much about her, kind of favors Goofy more because it shows that, you know, how good of a single dad he was, or is. Back in the days when Max had red hair. No, it's not Clarabelle. I wouldn't mind drawing Clarabelle, but it's definitely not Clarabelle. Like, if it was Clarabelle, they would have pointed that out a long-ass time ago. Well, it's possible he could have taken the ring off after a certain point. Like, you know, to put himself back out there after a certain amount of time. Actually, let's just have her replace him. Marcy, Crystal Jupiter, Grace, Patricia. And if we go by World Gates, we got Meadow. We got... I mean, if I go by time skip stuff, then we got several other characters. But yeah. Those are the iHat ones, at least. Quite a few moms. Dun dun dun. I mean, there are a lot of mom characters in cartoons / anime, so just take your pick at that point. I mean, Crystal from Star Fox is a mom. Mrs. Incredible. Pretty much most Nickelodeon shows have them. I mean, most cartoons have them, it's not even like that. Yeah, Toriel, both versions. Just have both Toriels and be like, huh, would she make out with herself? And which one's older, or are they the same age? I would assume the Delta one is older because of Azrael going off to college, or at least I think he's in college. So I would assume that one's older. Yes, Crystal from Star Fox has a son in one of the timelines. And if we're going off of alternate timelines, technically Peach is a MILF. vanilla, of course. Any or a good chunk of the Archie comic Sonic characters. The ones we have unfortunately lost. Although we do have Sonic's mom from the Underground continuity. So there's that one. Like, good lord. If we were to go down just like any of the cartoons from the 80s and 90s, we're going to be here for a good while. And again, like, we're just talking about like Western stuff. Like, we haven't even talked about the anime stuff. Oh yeah, Trojan Mommy. Oh yeah, yeah. Funky. So yeah, there is no shortage in characters to choose from. But when it comes to my stuff, there's only like a few that are mothers or will become mothers after time jumps and stuff like that. Like, technically Stacy becomes a mom, though not in the traditional sense. Who is texting me? Hi Nano, if you're watching. Oh yeah, you got Tails' mom too. Mom or lesbian is probably also mom. Okay, so oh yeah, I'm probably gonna have to change him a little bit. We'll get there when we get there. Has Skylar ever used his cooking for revenge? Yeah, of course. Oh, to leave him stuck in a bathroom? Maybe. It's not nearly as fun as the other way, but I'm sure he could. We all have moms. Yeah, Tails has a mom. Well, they were mostly going off of how Tails' colors were in the older days, where he was brown instead of yellowish orange. So they did it that way. Because that's how she was shown back in, I think it was Sonic Kids, when Tails was a baby. Like, it was a long ass time since I read that one. Good morning. Or good evening. Or either. But yeah, like, back in the earlier Sonic cartoons, Tails was a brown color. Delayed spiciness probably isn't a thing that he can do, because it's like, how do you delay that exactly? Yeah, it's not like there'd be a lot of people that that Skylar would be having issues with. I will say that the closest Skylar has to, or I will say that the ones that Skylar has kind of done stuff to, would be his ex-girlfriends, except for Tiffany. Well, in True Ending Timeline, they never dated anyway, so it doesn't matter to count her. Let's do this one. Yeah, Tiffany is a bit more of the town bicycle. Yeah, there are some hints here and there that I've already posted. Oh yeah, we're definitely changing this. Ooh. Here. I want to say she's a little bit shorter, but not by much. Let's see. Yeah, that's about right. Wait, did that just shift? A little bit lower. There we go. Yeah, until Sega allows for more to be worked with the characters, it's probably going to be a while before we get anything deeper. That's why it's taken so long for Shadow to get anything deep, because until the whole Sonic and Shadow Generations thing, Shadow's been on a tight leash, so they couldn't really expand on his character in the comics. In the Archie comics, they had almost full reign until He Who Should Not Be Named fucked it all up, so they had like a big old reel on a bunch of characters. Do any Eto characters have more animal traits, like African canines, and it's all varied. It literally just depends on who I decide to have whatever what. Like, there are bestials that look more like, for example, there are more mantis bestials that look closer to mantises than what Emerald looks like. So it literally just depends on me, on how I feel a character should look by design. But yeah, but to answer your question, yes, there are characters that have more breasts, or more nipples, or whatever you want to give them. Oh no, I moved her over to see where their eye placement was, to see where Emerald's eyes were compared to Andy's mom. That's why I did that. But yeah, a lot of the designs are just because I thought it was cool. Like Emerald having blades coming out of her hands instead of having regular mantis arms. I was like, nah, she has organic metal. Pokemon Emerald. But yeah, there's like characters that wear harnesses and stuff like that, or have some creative way to show their goods, or at least have a more comfortable way of having their assets being held. Like Becky, for example, she has a bottom pair of breasts hidden under her clothes, and so she has a type of underwear that has like a bra for her bottom pair of breasts. Did I say Emerald or Becky? Pretty sure I said Becky, but I was saying it so quickly I wasn't thinking. Well, it helps that I ramble and all I do is talk about the shit that I like. Okay, I meant to say Becky for the multi-boob thing. Becky is the one that has multiple boobs that she has that special underwear for. Yeah, Ferrokeens, it highly depends on how they feel about wearing clothes and not wearing clothes, and whatever etiquette that they have to abide by for when they work and blah 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 blah. So yeah, because everyone's living situation is so varied throughout the world that they live in, it just literally depends on the situation. And then in terms of like, do characters have multiple breasts? It literally just boils down to me just going like, okay, this character does, but this character doesn't, even though they're the same species. Because there's just a lot of mixed traits and designs and stuff like that. It literally just boils down to, this character has this because I thought it was cool. And if I do want to make sense of it, I can later. Like, I do eventually want to have Emerald meet other mantises just to point that out. That Emerald's look is not the default look for all mantises. Mantisae. Bring her down a little bit. Yeah, it's literally just because I said so. Like when people thought that Emerald was a robot, and I was like, what? It's like I could understand why they thought that, but it was just kind of funny. Yeah, exactly. If they're gonna deal with like the machine race type characters, then that's its own can of worms. Because it's like, okay, do we have a virus or whatever that can deal with this shit? Because Madame Blanc wouldn't be able to hypnotize them. So she'd have to have one of her associates hack them. Which she does know somebody who can, but she would prefer to not work with him. I'm debating on if you're gonna see that character in Black Circus, even if it's just for a moment. Probably not. No, I could see him showing up because of Valvamina. I'm pronouncing her name right, but am I? Now I gotta look that up because that's gonna bother me. It's like, bitch, what is your name? Yes. Yes, I did say it right. Oh, I put in Easter eggs all the fucking time. There's like several stuff that people still haven't noticed. Some have noticed though. Some have pointed them out over throughout the when I first posted them. Some have figured some things out. Bot, kill it, kill it. Where's the damn? There it is. Yeah, Joanne, eat him. Oh, good lord. Imagine if I actually had like a animation thing for that, for every time a bot got blocked. Or just like a viewer got blocked. That'd be funny. If I knew how to do that, I would do that. I think the only way I could do that currently would be like to just make like several versions of Joanne and just change them over time. And I don't know, put like a counter or something. Yeah, I figured it out. I blocked them already. Yeah. There are ways if it's a PNG, then there are ways to do it. I would just have to make the assets for it. What a fat anthro Joanne would look like? I don't know, probably like bread. Or if I were to make a fat version of Selena, or... Good lord, what is her name? See, this is what happens when I only use a character one time. What's her name? Zafisi? Zavesi? Feces sounds better. I call it Safesi. Safesi sounds better. Yeah, Safesi. Well, she's not currently fat, she just has a full gut. But give her some time to digest. She might put on a few. Oh, there's a lot more I want to do with Joanne. One of the situations that she's gonna go through is hinted in iHat in chapter 5. Yeah, chapter 5. Wait, was it chapter 5? Yeah, chapter 5. It's in the restaurant when Marcy and Skylar first walk in. Yep. See, Alex knows this shit because he's been looking. Alex is one of the few people who've been like trying to find all the hidden shit. That's why I find it entertaining. Because some people will be like, wait a minute, didn't this happen back then? And they'll be like, hold on, and they'll like search for it. And be like, yeah, and this page, this happened. Her boobs are too big that way. Just gonna Slim it down a bit. She doesn't have big boobs. But yeah, there's quite a number of hints on where things are going. Some are in the comics, some are in like bio and lore stuff. But we'll get there when we get there. But that's why I'm going to be tweaking how I'm doing things so I can try to speed things up, but like not lose a certain sense of quality. Pretty much the whole saved along with T, N, E, yeah, like if I wanted to show characters being digested, I will, if I feel that's necessary. And honestly, if I were to do that, I would like it to be tied to Joanne's mental state at that point in time. So like, for example, Joanne digesting Tim, there's no reason to show that because one, she doesn't even remember doing it in the first place, so she has no sense of enjoyment in that sense, which is why that scene was skipped in terms of showing her actually eating him, because she doesn't remember. So the whole point is to take away the joy out of that. So the reason why I didn't show it is because she didn't get to enjoy it. So which would reflect onto the viewers, because like a lot of people are like, oh, he didn't show it. I was like, yeah, that's the point. The whole point is no one got to enjoy it. But I did toss in a little bit of a bone by having Big D show her a small snippet of what happened. But aside from that, like the whole point of not showing it was because she didn't get to enjoy it. So when she goes to the bar that's coming up, that's when she actually gets to partake in it. So I'm going to show her actually doing it. And then when she becomes more aggressive and violent, I would say, that's when we'll see like more of the graphic type of vor. So it's in phases for her. The ocean of alcohol. But yeah, that's the plan, at least, of how I'm trying to treat situations, because it's like I want the viewer to at least like somewhat experience what the character is experiencing in certain situations. So again, since Joanne didn't get to enjoy it, neither did the viewer. But I did want to show that he was getting his just desserts for drugging her. So that's why I let her, slap him and crush him a bit. And of course, bite his dick. Yeah, bad ending was just like, let's just turn everything on its head type of idea. Cause again, like long time ago, before I thought of all the different endings and stuff like that, the original I never drew. I only drew one, like a character as a hint for what it was going to be. But the first idea for I-Hat was that each chapter was going to be a day, and it was going to be 7 chapters long, because it was going to take place over the course of a week. And it was supposed to be Skylar fattening Marcy throughout the week, and on the last day, she had become basically mind broken and massive, and he's just like constantly feeding her stuff. And it was gonna go like 2 ways. Either she was gonna die from overeating, or Skylar would accidentally get himself eaten in some way. But then, like, things changed over time, mostly because of characters like, Blake and Emerald and other stuff going on. So, like, that's my bad habit of making more characters for the story, is because it just makes me want to do world building. And this was before I-Hat became like part of World Gates, or even part of a bigger series, because I-Hat was supposed to be just like a one-shot thing and then be done. But we all know how that played out. And honestly, for the better. I don't like the way I'm doing this. Like, what we have now is 100 times better than that idea. Yeah. How do I want to do this? I think I want to do it like this. You and your Ninja Turtle hands. But yeah, often once I get into like a giant groove, then that's when it makes me start thinking more of a actual world and storyline, and then that's why I ended up putting it into World Gates' universe, because it just made more sense after that point. Yeah, like there was like several ways I was gonna have Skylar get eaten. Like one could have been like he slips and gets injured, similar to how Roy got injured, and Marcy, being basically a mindless eating machine at that point, just sees him as food and just devours him. Another one was Skylar falling into some kind of grinder. I think another one had to do with Daylock, but nothing concrete on that one. Yeah. Yeah, originally Tiffany ended up being a stuffed turkey. And then way back, I think in the earlier days, there was that sheet that I posted a long time ago of like different stories that I had ideas for, and one of them was like Tiffany coming back as a zombie. Of course, that didn't exactly make sense unless I just said like, you know, it was just like mostly her bones and head with like leftover flesh or something on it, because she wasn't like entirely picked clean. So there was that one. Some of the characters are still getting used for future ideas, but others might be rethought a bit or redesigned. Like the twins are likely going to get redesigned. I really don't like how I'm doing this. Just this one part that's annoying me. There we go. Yay, welcome. Not sure how much longer I'll go, but mostly gonna keep going until I at least get Emerald's line art done. Yeah, like I could always save like the non-canon ideas for like other spin-offs like I did with Fat Blake, because her story is non-canon. So yeah, it's not like I can't use the ideas at all. And if I do want to make it canon, just give the idea to a different character. Not hard. Yeah, I could do like just like a non-canon like horror story of, I don't know, Tiffany talking shit on Fat Marcy, and Marcy's had enough of it, and like, I don't know, I could make it a little bit more realistic where they like get into like a fight or whatever, and I don't know, like let's just say they start fighting at a school, get into a fight, Go end up in the cafeteria. Stuff gets poured onto Tiffany, and I don't know, Tiffany gets knocked out or something, like she slips or something. And then that's when Marcy's like, "Oh no, what do I do?" But then all of a sudden she smells like the juices or whatever the hell that fell onto Tiffany to make her smell good, and that's when Marcy's like, "Huh," and then like has a little taste, and she's like, "Oh my god, this tastes amazing!" And then she like looks around to see if anyone's around, and then eats Tiffany. And then, I don't know, make it like a serial murder thing where Marcy's just eating students. And have Skylar be none the wiser. All he sees is Marcy's getting fatter for some reason, and he's like, oh, hell yeah. Kind of like what I did for the weight gain drive, but just more focused. Tales of the Crypt Keeper. Yeah. I like that show. That show is cool. Yeah, there's several ways I can go about it if I really wanted to. Could make some like Revenge of the Fatties type of story and have like a bunch of fat characters chasing Skylar. And like on one end he's like, I don't know whether to be afraid or horny. Oh yeah. There's infinite ideas. So little time. But yeah, any idea that I would like to have canon, I can always just give to like the appropriate character. I don't like what I did there. I'll just leave that alone. Yeah, but the problem with alternate universes is that when you use up an idea for an existing character, it just makes it a little harder to use it on a new character because you've already done it. So it's mostly better to just save it for a newer character rather than spam the same characters over and over and over. If I was Bill Gates level of rich, I'd fund you enough. If I was Bill Gates level of rich, there's so much shit I would do. Maybe someday, maybe I'll get there. Don't know how, don't know when, but I'm working on it. I'm doing whatever I can to get there. I don't know what I'd have to do to get there, but hopefully my road takes me there. Thank you. I'm glad you like her. I'm glad that I didn't like stick with killing her off from the neutral ending. I'm glad I did more with her. Because after I did neutral ending, just parts of it just didn't feel right. Because like I was already working on I Have Volume 2, and then like glancing back at Volume 1, it was just like, something's missing. Or that I felt that I could do certain things better. Water time. Hydrate. Yep. Because I've said this before, like a lot of times I treat my characters as actors. So whenever I put them in something that's non-canon, that's just them doing a bit. So Tiffany stuffing herself silly with a shit ton of burgers. It's like, all right, we're hiring you for this, and she's like, what? It's like, well, it's like, hey, they're paying for it. And she's like, fuck you. And I was like, no, that might happen later. So save that energy for another time. But that's what makes it fun. Because I've had people ask me, like, oh, is it okay if I can draw your character, like, fat or whatever other way? And I'm like, yeah, as long as you let people know where they're from. Like, you know, give me credit because it's my character. And I pretty much don't care. Because I know what's canon and all that about my characters and all that. And it's understandable because some people are really uptight about others drawing their characters. Virgin Nintendo. Well, Nintendo isn't exactly virgin. They do technically own porn versions of their characters. They just obviously don't release them. Oh yeah. There was a time where a bunch of film creators were making like adult porn of like Mario characters and whoever else, and Nintendo bought those companies just so that content wouldn't be distributed anymore. So that content exists, just good luck finding it. But in terms of fan content, good luck Nintendo, because fans will make whatever the hell they want to make. And then, of course, there was, I think it was when Nintendo was making Bayonetta 2 that they had that little collab with Playboy. I think that was the case, if I'm remembering correctly. How would Tiffany react to a guy who likes her body but has a belly fetish? Probably depend on Tiffany's attitude about that. Because if we're sticking with like canon Tiffany, then she probably wouldn't have anything of it. She probably wouldn't indulge on it or call the guy a freak or something. I don't know. But an idea like that would be best saved for like a different character, where they're thin at first, not realizing that the guy is into that, and you know, just taking her out to dinner so that way she gets fatter type of thing. and then like let's just say she does realize she's putting on weight and all that, and she tries to lose it, he could like try to sabotage her weight loss. Because obviously we already have Skylar and Marcy for that scenario, but like to change it up could like, you know, change the situation where it's like, okay, she realizes that she's getting fatter, so tries to lose weight, but then the new guy, you know, sabotages her weight loss, and she just gets fatter with, like, I don't know, replacing her weight loss shakes with weight gain shakes or something. Or like her trying to look up how many calories are in whatever food, but he like does whatever he does to change the information. You know, whatever makes it interesting. And then I think like after a good while there could be repeats of an idea. You just have to change it up enough. But if people are following your stuff closely, then it's probably better to just either come up with ideas to change it up, or change the theme every once in a while, so that way you're not burning out on a particular theme. And then that way you can come back with fresh eyes or fresh ideas. Oh yeah, and again, there's like so many different ways of doing this. But like I said, I like to change things up, which is why right now with Andy and Emerald's story, theirs is on like a sex slave wife romance thing, and it's not weight gain focused. And then Joanne's story, although it has weight gain in it, it's not focused on weight gain necessarily. It's more focused on the vor. Weight gain is more of a side effect to that. And then there's another character that I've posted who's dealing with certain side effects of weight gain, but I haven't put a lot of attention on her. I think she only has like one picture that's been posted. Let me check. What was her name? I only wrote her name like one time. Where are you? No, 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 no. I know you're here. Nah, it was way before all that. Damn it, woman, where are you? See, now I have to find it because I'm already committed. What the hell is she not? It's one of those situations where I'm like, bitch, look for it. No, no. No, it was after that. Oh, there you are. Ingrid, there we go. Yeah, she's only had one picture, but she's one of the characters that's currently going through a side effect based on the storyline that I have for her. So I'd like to do something with her eventually. Since her hair is like that, let's do it this way. Yeah, I drew her quite a while back. Like, when did I post this? Jesus, 2 years ago. I have no idea who would voice, or how Skylar's voice would be. Hard to imagine it, honestly. Like, I can imagine Blake's. Blake's is easy. And so is Becky's. Yeah, I should leave that part alone. Hello, Pablo. Maybe. Everbusco does good work. No, this is the last Astacast before I shift over to more slice of life stuff. Hello, welcome. I mean, I'm sure that if I ever had voice actors for any of these characters, the voice actors would do a good job. I wouldn't have much worry in that. Especially if it's like well-known people that I'm aware of. Like if it's like any of the Hell of a Boss or Lackadaisy or Hazbin Hotel and Digital Circus and whatever. If it's like any of those people, I'm pretty sure they do a good job. But good luck for me getting even fucking close to something like that. Like, it ain't happening anytime soon. But one can dream. I just gotta keep doing what I'm doing, and hopefully I'll get to a point where I can do stuff like that. Wait, did they seriously give you guys a 10-second ad? $30? Okay. Okay, I was about to say, I was like, why the hell would they give you guys a 10-second ad? That just defeats the point. Twitch is weird, especially with their rules on what's okay and what isn't. And they have some weird prejudice towards VTubers, and I don't know why. I don't know. I feel at some point their decisions are gonna end up screwing over the site. And not in the best of ways. Like, I'm surprised it hasn't happened already, but I think they're like right on the edge. I would have to look into Kick to see how things go for that. But the reason why I'm using Twitch is because the barrier to entry is very low to at least get like some form of monetization, even if it's not a lot. Picardo, I need to use more often. Just a lot of times the stuff I work on, I just prefer to just get it done. But there'll probably be a time where if I'm working on something that I can't show on Twitch, but I feel like streaming it, then I'll use Picardo. And then if it's not too risque, I can still put it on YouTube. Because ironically, YouTube is more relaxed when it comes to mature content. Like, I use Picardo. I still pay for Picardo's like video service thingy where it saves your videos, so I should probably start using it more often. Maybe I'll like stream on Sunday or something. Just depends on what I'm working on. Or even just like have the day just be like a chill day where I'm drawing something but also have like a movie or show on or something. On like a bottom corner. Because Picardo's chill with that. Yeah, no problem. I'm glad you're having a good time. Getting close to stopping though. Just gotta do Emerald's other pair of arms and then I can call it for now. I'll likely work on this later in the night, but I'm probably gonna take a break. But where do I want to put your other arms? Probably lower. That's Andy's mom. Love me the MILF. I need to back up my shit. That's what I should be doing. Still haven't done that yet. I'll do that after I'm done with this Astacast. And I think we're good for now. Okay. So here are these two so far. Last I just gotta draw Andy and his dad. Is she still married or available? She's still married. Andy's dad's not gonna let her go. But yeah, thank you for coming. I might stream again tomorrow. If not, then I'll try either Friday or Saturday. I'll still post when I do anyway. Yeah, I hope you all have a good night. I'll keep working on this a little later in the night and post it as soon as it's ready. And yeah, just move on to the next stuff that I gotta work on. So yeah, you guys have a good night, alright? Take care. Bye-bye.